Good morning again. I have nicknames for people. That's how I remember their names. But the problem with that is you can't remember the real name. I know the prospector's name is David. I can't for the life of me remember his last name. I know it's something simple and obvious. That's about it. Because I really would like to check on him. And Weed Guy just messaged me and asked if I knew Brian's name and last name or surname. And I said, well, his first name is David. And I can't for the life of me remember his last name. So I asked the Weed Guy if he knows when he went in, because I'll call and ask for David, who has sepsis from Rainy, and hopefully they'll be able to, I don't know, give me something. Because he didn't know how to be a friend, and it's not his fault. He grew up, he was a bigger guy, taller guy, a target to be picked on. He was a ginger. So back in the 50s and 60s and that, it was just stacked against him growing up. I just couldn't have him in my life anymore because he was too much negativity. But I didn't wish him any ill. My last words to him were, have a good life, but you're going to be lonely. And I really don't want him to die alone. If I could get if I could get a ride for 4 hours and afford it, I would go see him and be with him for when he passes, because I've done that for many people. And I come into most people's lives at the end of their line, or when they're having, either near the end, or when they're having an awakening and having a new beginning. And I don't know. I just spent all night crying again, just because I'm stuck in the past right now. I know it. I'm letting myself do it so I can vent it. Because if I don't, it'll just build up more. I used to, the week of September 14th, which is my daughter's birthday, that's when I used to purge all those awful feelings I'd have about myself, that I was not a good enough dad and all that other shit. Stuff that's not true, but I still feel it. And that's when I would purge all those feelings, so I didn't have to deal with them throughout the year. Well, I didn't do that this year, and I think that's part of my problem. When I say I purged those feelings, I would go drug-free, and I would make myself feel all that guilt and shame and awfulness that that would affect me all year if I didn't purge it then. And not just about being a father, about all kinds of things, anything that, right up to not saying goodbye to my grandfather when he passed away. I went and said hello to him, but he looked so sickly with cancer in his bed dying. This is my mom's mom. That I didn't say goodbye. And I still feel guilt for that. There's no reason for me to feel guilty for that. I was young, and my grandfather, I didn't remember him that way. I didn't know it then. Then it was just, I didn't want to say goodbye. Simple fact. No one wants to say goodbye to the loved ones. Although that's when you realize what real love is. Our heart can't, most people's hearts are stone or very guarded. And the only time we let our guard down is when we lose someone we love. And that's when we realize what love is. But once your heart's cracked open, you can start to grow. And my heart's been cracked many a times, especially lately. But that's why I'm purging it now. So I think I still have a few more days left to crying, but when I'm done, it'll be refreshing. And hopefully I have weed by then, because fuck, I need something to take the edge off. Anyway, like we all do. Like I said before, everybody does something to take the edge off. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Have a good Tuesday or whatever day it is. I'm still not answering Messenger because I just don't want to. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.